Now, Good Morning Northwest, fallout from the school shooting in Virginia. The teacher shot by a 6-year-old is suing the school district, and some top administrators are out of a job.
Today is going to be a calm, cloudy, cool day, but we've got snow and Arctic air coming in with a possible alert day. Why and when? Coming up.
And a suspected drunk driver, a police chase, a crash, and a gunshot. The case that caused hours of delays on I-90 in the Silver Valley. You're watching Good Morning Northwest here on 4 News Now. Good morning, and thanks for waking up with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Thursday, January 26th. Let's get you on over to Mark in your first alert forecast.
Today really is going to be that calm before what will be a mountain storm. We take a look at the winter storm watch. Central North Idaho and into parts of Montana. Heavy snow is expected there. Not so much for the lower elevations of eastern Washington and parts of North Idaho. 4 things you need to know as we get going. Snow really going to come in Friday and Saturday. Could start as early as tonight. 1 to 3 inches possible. It'll be a wet snow into the valleys. Winds Saturday into Sunday with those wind chills that'll be sub-zero. From 5 below to 15 below zero. We're keeping an eye on the timing. We look at the forecast radar. We've got the cloud cover. There's no doubt about that. That's going to hold. But we're going to see more energy come in from the north. Also then coming in from the east. Tonight, we're going to see that adding to our rain-snow mixed. And then we're going to see some nice breaks. That's going to be Friday at noon. We're going to have more come back around, and that's going to be Saturday flurries. Then that cold air comes in from Canada. So over the next 12 hours today, it's going to be cloud cover. We're going to have temperatures into the low to mid 30s throughout much of the afternoon. And again, that high today, an average 36 degrees.
And new from the Breaking Now desk, we're taking a look at the new fallout from the shooting of a first-grade teacher by her 6-year-old student in Virginia. Teacher Abby Zwerner is preparing to sue the school district, and the Newport News superintendent is out of the job. At a heated school board meeting last night, board members voted 5-1 in favor of removing Superintendent Dr. George Parker, who has been in the role since 2018. Board member Gary Hunter, the only one to vote against Parker's removal.
There are other ways at this time that we could have done this in a much different way.
The board cited concerns over a string of recent campus shootings and parents outraged over what they call a pattern of inaction. That outrage amplified by allegations made by Zwerner's lawyer, accusing the school of missing or ignoring several red flags the day of the shooting.
The administrator downplayed the report from the teacher and the possibility of a gun, saying, and I quote, "Well, he has little pockets."
Zwerner also claims just minutes before the boy pulled the trigger, school officials refused a request to pat down the armed student, saying teachers should, quote, wait the situation out because the school day was almost over. And the Newport News School District has lost another administrator. The assistant principal at the school where the shooting has happened has resigned. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
All right, Sydney, thank you. Data shows fentanyl overdoses increased more than 186% between 2020 and 2021 in Spokane County. There's now a push to crack down on the role social media plays in the crisis.
Spokane County Sheriff John Knowles was in Washington, D.C. to testify to the dangers of fentanyl at a roundtable hosted by Congresswoman Cathy McMorris Rodgers. According to the DEA, 66% of overdose deaths across the country involve synthetic opioids, primarily fentanyl. People at the event in D.C. said they wanted more accountability from tech companies to put a stop to drugs being sold on social media platforms like Snapchat. Sheriff Knowles spoke about those companies' abilities to store data and know everything about a user. He says it's a different story when it comes to catching dealers.
It is ridiculous to think that they don't possess the same ability to identify people who are using their platforms for illicit purposes. They do, but they have to be forced to do it. They have to be forced to comply with lawful court orders.
There is no easy fix to the crisis. Sheriff Knowles says it's going to take a variety of solutions to handle the problem, and he says public education plays a big role.
A Spokane man is in an Idaho jail for suspected DUI and running from police. Idaho State Police tell us he tried to outrun a trooper and then crash on I-90. It caused major backups on the interstate for hours. According to ISP, the man was driving a Dodge pickup when police tried to pull him over because of a report he was driving under the influence. When the trooper found the 32-year-old Spokane man, he didn't stop for 4 miles until he crashed near Pinehurst. At that point, he fired a single shot. ISP says the responding trooper did not return fire. The driver was taken into custody.
A Post Falls man is accused of producing child pornography. Police arrested 61-year-old Ronald Richmond with the help of the Secret Service, U.S. Marshals, and Homeland Security. He's in jail this morning. Police say the investigation into Richmond started with numerous tips filed with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Investigators say Richmond was saving child pornography in cloud storage. His digital devices were collected as evidence.
All right, breaking news now from the war in Ukraine. An air raid alert is in place across Ukraine today after Russia fired more than 30 missiles at the country just this morning. It comes just a day after President Biden announced the U.S. will send 31 tanks to Ukraine. It marks a significant increase in direct U.S. support for Ukraine following Russia's invasion. The president insisted it does not represent an escalation against Moscow. The announcement comes in tandem with Germany's agreement to send 2 of its Leopard 2 tanks, which could be on the front lines in 3 months.
The United States has worked in lockstep with our allies and partners around the world to make sure the Ukrainian people are in the strongest possible position to defend their nation.
Now, the timing is critical here as Ukraine prepares for Russia to likely escalate hostilities in the spring. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:06.
Let's check in with Mark. 34 degrees?
Yeah, this is our current conditions.
Wow.
Very mild, cloudy conditions. We're going to see this all take an abrupt turn, and that's going to happen over the weekend. And towards the end of the week, we're going to have the timing on the next round of rain or snow coming up.
And if you have tips to get organized for the new year, it is Get Organized Month, and we are live with a professional organizer this morning for tips on tidying your home.
There may be thousands of practicing nurses who haven't actually earned their degrees. Just ahead, the multi-million-dollar diploma scam and the arrests.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
From where I'm sitting, looks like you could use waterproof floors. Wow. And I thought I made a mess.
Don't miss out. It's Skelton's Carpet One annual waterproof flooring sale.
At Eastern Washington University, data analysts and sociologists turn analytics into action. Geologists and political scientists explore innovative solutions for climate change. And our award-winning Center for Entrepreneurship empowers future business leaders to create the economy for now and decades from now. An interdisciplinary education that gets real about the real world, that's the new thing. It is Eastern Washington and you. Discover Eastern at ewu.edu/newthink.
At the Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo, you'll find better boats, better prices, and bigger savings. Attend the Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo February 1st through the 6th, where you'll find the region's largest inventory of new and used boats under 64,000 feet of indoor display area. The Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo features names like Chris Craft, Cobalt, Harris, Barletta, Malibu, Regal, Axis, Cruiser Yachts, and Core Custom, plus a huge display of used boats. Be sure to attend the Coeur d'Alene Boat Expo February 1st through the 6th, next to Cedars Floating Restaurant in Coeur d'Alene, sponsored by Hagedon Marine.
The boats are back. It's time to have fun. It's a live, in-person show, 4 big days from Thursday through Sunday, January 26th to the 29th at the Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Summer fun on the water is just around the corner, so bring the whole family. That's right, it's back, live and in person. From big to small, you'll see it all at the 2023 Spokane Boat Show. The boats are back. Learn more at SpokaneBoatShow.com.
This year, treat yourself to a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. We've got lots of great choices, and every vehicle sold comes with Toyota Care, so you can get a new reliable vehicle in 2023 from Findlay.
Before you hit the slopes, get the scoop on your favorite ski resort.
Join us every Thursday and Friday on 4 News Now for the Lookout Pass Ski Report. Check out conditions anytime on KXLY.com. Brought to you by Lookout Pass and their Eagle Peak Quad.
From where I'm sitting, looks like you could use waterproof floors. Wow. And I thought I made a mess.
Don't miss out. It's Skelton's Carpet One annual waterproof flooring sale.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
All right, welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. More than 24 people have been arrested in connection with a multi-million-dollar nursing school scheme.
They're accused of taking part in a crime ring that peddled bogus diplomas in several states, offering a dangerous shortcut into the nursing field. Dubbed Operation Nightingale, the investigation uncovered 3 nursing schools based in South Florida, which apparently sold more than 7,600 fraudulent diplomas for about $15,000 apiece. Agents say they've identified several facilities where people may currently be working as licensed nurses after obtaining their jobs illegally. Investigators are working with licensing boards to make sure anyone who got a fraudulent diploma no longer provides care.
Meta says it's restoring former President Trump's accounts on Facebook and Instagram. The decision comes on the heels of a similar move by Twitter, which is more of a direct competitor with Trump's new platform, Truth Social. The move comes just more than 2 years after suspending him in the wake of the January 6th attack on the Capitol. Meta's president says it feels the risk to public safety has receded. With his Facebook and Instagram accounts reactivated, Trump will once again gain access to huge and powerful communications and fundraising platforms just as he ramps up his 3rd bid for the White House.
California voters will decide next year on a referendum that could overturn a new state law setting worker conditions and minimum wages up to $22 an hour for fast food employees. First in line to oppose the new law, several fast food chains, including Chipotle, Starbucks, Chick-fil-A, McDonald's, In-N-Out, and KFC owner Yum Brands, each donated $1 million to Save Local Restaurants, a coalition opposing the law. It was set to go into effect January 1st, but a petition to stop its implementation has gathered enough signatures to bring it to a vote in the 2024 general election.
All right, good morning, everybody. Got a cloudy start, got a mild start. It's going to be another cool winter day. It's not going to be too cold. Winds are going to be light, so light winter layers potentially out there. 36 will be our high today.
Well, the FBI has joined the search for an 8-year-old boy from Vancouver, Washington, who hasn't been seen since last summer. Officers say after members of the community got concerned, they did a welfare check on Bredson John in June, but have not been able to find him. Vancouver police said the boy's last known guardians were his grandparents. Detectives have tried to contact family members to see if the child is with relatives, but they have not been helpful. The FBI says investigators are frustrated with the level of cooperation from the family.
Usually, hopefully, these are things that are resolved in an afternoon. This has gone on too long, and so we need people to come forward and help us.
Vancouver police said criminal charges of custodial interference were filed against the grandparents last month. That's when a custody agreement has been broken. The boy has also gone by the name Brixon. He has ties to Arizona, Hawaii, and Micronesia, which is why the FBI has gotten involved. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:13.
The hits keep coming for George Santos. The latest accusations against the New York congressman who has told numerous lies about his life. This latest story coming up a little later.
And right after the break, it's Get Organized Month. From closets to cluttered junk drawers, Destiny Richards is live with a pro showing us easy ways to stay organized all year long. Look at that drawer.
Those responsible for making our local roads and highways safe for winter travel would like to remind you that snow removal is an important, critical, and precise task. Please give the right-of-way to removal equipment so we can all get where we need to go quickly and safely.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we do one thing, and we do it well. We're plumbers. In fact, we're the largest plumbing company in the region, and we're proud to say we've been voted the best plumbing company since 2009. We give you upfront pricing so you know exactly what you'll pay before we start. And we do everything from drain cleaning to trench and sewer repair. So if you want your plumbing done right the first time, call a plumber. And call the best. Call Gold Seal Plumbing. We're on our way.
That's good advice. Checkmate.
Winning requires strategy and precision to anticipate your opponent's every move. If you've been seriously injured, the attorneys you have on your team may be the difference whether you win or lose. Don't leave it to chance. Call us today. We'll review your case for free. Craig Swap & Associates. One call, that's all.
It's the final days of the epic sell-off at Furniture Row, and when we say it's epic, we mean epic.
Shop today and find everything on sale. That means epic savings on sofas, sectionals, and accent chairs. Epic markdowns on dining groups, tables, and bar stools. Epic deals on bed sets, dressers, mattresses, and adjustable bases. Plus, get 3 years, no interest financing. Epic styles, epic selection, all with epic savings. Find them today at Furniture Row. But hurry, sale ends soon.
January is Plinko Money Drop Month, and we're giving more people a chance to win more money. You can qualify all month long to win. We're making it rain cold, hard cash, baby. We'll also have lunch and dinner specials, spa specials, and room rate specials. Midweek rooms at the Kootenai Falls Lodge are $79. Weekends are $99. The only way to win at Plinko Money Drop is to play Plinko Money Drop. So call 888-YOU-ARE-LUCKY or visit KootenaiRiverInn.com.
Right now, lease a 2022 GMC Sierra for $495 a month, and GE will include a $500 rebate and a $1,500 lease loyalty rebate for qualified buyers. The Sierra features a 310 horsepower high-output engine and 8-speed automatic transmission, best-in-class crew cab, stylish 20-inch wheels, and much more. Come see the selection of new Sierras just off I-90 at George G. Buick GMC, the top volume GMC Buick dealer in Washington State.
Winter weather means hazardous driving conditions. If you must travel, follow these guidelines to keep everyone safe. Slow down and keep a safe following distance. Use traction tires. Give snow and emergency vehicles the right of way. Carry an emergency kit. Brought to you by Lakes, Worley, Post Falls, and Eastside Highway Districts. 4 News Now is brought to you by the Spokane Boat Show.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
Welcome back. January is Get Organized Month. And like any goals you set at the beginning of the new year, sticking to it is easier if you start small.
That's right. And if you really need help tidying your home, you can always connect with an organizing professional. Destiny Richards is doing that this morning. She's talking with the owner of Smart Space Organizing.
Yeah, that's right. If you have plans to get organized for Get Organized Month, or, just want to clean up ahead of the new year, we are learning all about that with Ginger Smoot. For those just joining us this morning, just tell us a little bit about what an organizing project could look like when you hire a professional.
Basically, you want somebody that's going to come in and first just take some time with you to understand what your goals are. Are you looking to get your whole house organized, just one room, a closet, a drawer, whatever?
Yeah, and I saw some tips, 11 easy tips to get your home organized. That first step is choose one space. Why is that so important?
You don't want to get overwhelmed. You want to be able to, focus, just get that one space done. And the first step in organizing is really to get everything out. And if you're taking everything out of all of your drawers, all of your closets, all of your cabinets, not a good sight, right? Yeah,
absolutely. And earlier we showed, what a clean drawer looks like, and the key to that was boxes like these, which can be pretty affordable.
Right. They're very affordable. I mean, your price range can go from, like those little mesh baskets are super affordable. These are very low end, mid-range. I love them because they have the little rubber feet, so they're not going to slide when you open drawers and stuff like that. They come in all different sizes. Organizing things for refrigerators. All of these you can label just with a dry erase, and that way you can change it, or invest a little bit and get a label maker. Just a great idea.
Yeah, and I feel like this is key for, like you said, different spaces. Your drawer, your refrigerator, your closet, which we're about to show coming up later, especially if you have, clothes everywhere. Guilty, me. We're going to show what a nice closet looks like. I'll send it back to you guys.
Good. That's what I want to see, the closets.
I think so many of us could use a little help organizing, right?
Not me.
Not you.
I am completely disorganized to the point where I am very organized.
Oh,
Chaos.
Yeah. It makes sense only in your brain?
It's the chaos theory.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Mother Nature is going to throw some chaos our way. All right, let's take a look at what's going on. Today, it's going to be mild. It's going to be nice. It's that preparation. It's that organizing. 36 degrees, going to be cloudy, maybe an afternoon shower around 4 o'clock as the kids are heading home from school. It's going to be light shower activity. And then 31 for the overnight low. Rain to light snow, looking for 1 to 3 inches, 1 to 2 for Spokane. Again, could be wet snow, slush. 32 right now, 33 into Coeur d'Alene, 35 into St. Mary's. So we continue to be on the cool side, but downtown it's sitting at 34 degrees. Satellite and radar. Yeah, we're starting to see, again, that energy, that moisture load into eastern Washington. So it's going to take a little bit, and by this afternoon, we should have enough that then we can see some shower activity. The winter storm watch is really as we get east of Coeur d'Alene, I-90, all the way into Montana. Heavy snows expected there. So let's take a look. In the 4-day forecast radar, and again, some of these models are bringing it in a little earlier, a little later, but we're looking at, midnight tonight that we do see that. It continues to push through. We get another hit Saturday. That rolls through. That's sort of the tail end of it with flurries, and then it pushes out. Arctic air moves in, and that's when we get cold with winds. Now look at the forecasted snow by another model. Now, we see this starting to come in, 10, 11 o'clock. We're looking for half an inch, where Coeur d'Alene 2.4 inches, and that's by Friday morning. But look at what happens for North Idaho. Kellogg picking up over 8 inches. We could see that clearly into the area of Lookout Pass. So just be aware. We're looking at temperatures, again, downtown into the upper 30s today. It's going to be very mild, but we will see some changes. Now, Friday, 36. But it's going to be wet, and we're going to see that wet snow changing over to rain showers. Saturday, 28. Sunday, again, the possible alert day, 17 with an overnight low of 7. And you go, but Mark, it's going to be colder on Monday. But the winds Sunday will have the wind chill at 5 below to 15 below, dangerous for livestock, pets, and humans.
Sure.
So we want everybody to really pay attention to that. We're going to zero in on the timing on that coming up later on today.
Okay, sounds good. Sounds bad, but it sounds good that you're doing that. It is now 6:21. The contract for WSU football coach Jake Dickert has already been extended.
Yeah, how long he's locked in for, and what Dickert says about trying to build something special at Washington State after the break in sports.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Arby's, 2 for $7 every day. Arby's roast beef got a spicy new upgrade. 2 of those things for just $7. Arby's, we have the meat.
You heard what the doctor said, right, Dad? These pain meds, they're no joke. And this, it's an opioid. They can be very addictive.
But I need my strong pain medicine.
I know, Dad, I understand. Just make sure you only take what the pharmacist said. And keep it in this locking bag from the pharmacy so it's away from the kids.
Yeah, I hear you.
I'll put this in the locking bag.
Yeah, I appreciate you.
Protect the people you love from opioid misuse. Lock up your medication.
Magical moments. Snowy adventures. Warming up. Making memories. A winter wonderland. The perfect close-by getaway this winter is Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Find countless ways to play and plan your escape at cdawinter.com.
Here we grow again. Even more fun is making its way to Spokane Tribe Casino. You love the new Caesar Sportsbook, Grill and Bar, and larger variety of games we recently added. In the future, you can look forward to a new food court, a completely smoke-free gaming area with slots and table games, a state-of-the-art entertainment venue, and much more. Things just keep getting better, and we can't wait to introduce you to all the new fun. Only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
Our RV show prices have been extended. Now through the end of the month at Blue Dog RV Spokane and Post Falls. Save big with low show prices on motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and more. All of your favorite brands. Grand Design, Keystone, Thor, Highland Ridge, and more. Get ready for spring adventures now with exclusive show pricing extended. What are you waiting for? Shop extended RV show prices through January 31st. Only at Blue Dog Spokane and Post Falls.
When you catch a big wild trophy fish, you mount it on a soft sesame bun, crispy fish, and this other stuff, 2 for $7 every day. Arby's, we have the meat.
Washington State football head coach Jake Dickert has only been in the role for a little more than a year, but
already the school is confident that he's going to be in Pullman for a long time. On Wednesday, the university announced they had agreed to an extension with Dickert that's going to keep him at Washington State through the 2027 season. Under his leadership, the team made it to back-to-back bowl games and finished above 500 for both of those seasons. He also helped bring the Apple Cup back to Pullman for the first time in almost a decade, beating the Huskies decisively in 2021. And this past season, the team had also one of the best defenses in the entire Pac-12. And moving forward, Dickert wants to build on the successes they've had already.
You know, I'd be remiss if I didn't say there's a special thanks to a lot of players out there in my past and obviously presently that have contributed to this. So Pullman's home for us. Washington State is home for me and our family, and Candace and I couldn't be more excited to extend our time here and be here, and extremely dedicated to building something special here at Washington State. So with that, just excited to talk about our new staff. I think we got a lot of great pieces to the puzzle that fit for us, that fit Washington State, that fit our region, and more importantly, fit our players.
The Cougars will open up their 2023 season at Colorado State on September 3rd. That'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
And the countdown is on September 3rd.
Indeed. All right. Good morning, Northwest time is now 6:26.
As we go to a commercial break, here's your first look at what's coming up on GMA at 7 o'clock.
In this morning's GMA First Look, opening arguments in the Murdaugh murder trial.
Horrendous, horrible, butchering.
Disgraced South Carolina attorney Alec Murdaugh emotional in court. The defense argues a man who loved his family like Murdaugh did could never kill them.
You're going to see texts and emails indicating a loving relationship.
Prosecutors describing the evidence they say will prove Murdaugh shot his youngest son, Paul, first before killing his wife, Maggie, at their home back in June 2021.
Just moments later, he picked up a .300 Blackout, an AR-style rifle, and opened fire on his wife, Maggie, just feet away. Pow, pow.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll have much more on the fiery first day of court, plus live legal analysis from Dan Abrams. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Before treating your chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more, you're not the only one with questions about Botox. Botox prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine before they even start, with about 10 minutes of treatment once every 3 months. So ask your doctor if Botox is right for you, and if a sample is available.
Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
In a survey, 92% of current users said they wish they talked to their doctor and started Botox sooner. Plus, right now, you may pay $0 for Botox. Learn how AbbVie could help you save on Botox.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Save your greed! In every child, there is hope. In every child, there is joy. Joy exists to shine the light and to show every child is limitless.
Home. It's both a place and a feeling. At yours, you strive to make new memories, create traditions, share stories, find the fun, embrace the surprises, and celebrate moments big and small. Memories are made at home. In every room, in every moment, make your house feel like home at the Tin Roof.
4 News Now and STCU are recognizing volunteers who make a difference in our community. Today we honor Michelle Grove.
As a volunteer board member, Michelle works tirelessly to ensure Styx diabetes programs can serve children now and for years to come.
It's a volunteer job, but it's so worth every minute we can put into it.
Michelle's been a volunteer with the Styx program for 7 years. Its mission is to help minimize the impact of diabetes for children and their families. Thanks to STCU for helping make sure volunteers count.
Weather Alert Days on 4 News Now.
That means weather that could be a threat to your family's safety.
The First Alert Weather Team pinpoints the most impactful and dangerous days, warning you early, on air and online. Weather Alert Days, another way we're keeping you safe on 4 News Now. From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now story tracker with stories people are talking about all across the country today.
Yeah, former presidents are being encouraged to look again for classified documents. The request by the National Archives was prompted by the recent discoveries of classified material in the homes and offices of President Biden, former President Trump, and former Vice President Mike Pence. Reps from 4 former presidents have all told CNN all classified records had been turned over to the National Archives upon leaving office.
An FDA advisory panel meets today to discuss consideration for annual COVID booster shots. Research from the CDC shows updated COVID-19 boosters are cutting the risk that a person will get sick from the coronavirus by about half. For adults between the ages of 18 and 49, the studies showed COVID-19 boosters lowered the odds of getting a symptomatic infection caused by the BA.5 subvariant by 52% and cut the odds of getting an infection caused by the newest XBB or XBB 1.5 by 49%. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Thursday, January the 6th. Mark Peterson here with that First Alert forecast, and got relatively warm for what we've been seeing at this time of day.
Yeah, in fact, we're going to show you the current conditions right now. In Coeur d'Alene, you're at 33. We were at 33, now 32. In fact, Coeur d'Alene's been as warm as 34 this morning. So we do have mild weather, but the 4 things you need to consider. The snow that's coming in tonight, really Friday morning into Saturday. We're going to see 1 to 3 inches possible there. Wind Saturday to Sunday. And we're going to see Sunday with wind chills of sub-zero, so a possible alert day for Sunday because of those dangerous wind chills. We look at the forecasting radar. It's going to be cloudy today, maybe an afternoon sprinkle or two, and then by tonight and overnight, we're going to see rain, and then that's going to change over to snow, and then we're going to see that wet snow in our area, and it's really going to be heavy into parts of the central panhandle of Idaho into Montana. So we want you to be careful for that. Today, it's going to be a cloudy day. It's going to be a mild day. Light winter gear. You're not going to need to worry about winds or wind chill. 33 at about 11, and our high today is going to be 36, actually mid-30s throughout much of the afternoon.
And from the Breaking Now desk, this morning we're learning about new controversy surrounding New York Congressman George Santos. This comes after some critical revisions were made to campaign funding documents. New campaign disclosures filed this week suggest at least $625,000 Santos marked as self-funded may not be after all. Now, one March 2022 loan for $500,000 and another last October for $125,000 are no longer marked as personal funds from the candidate. And because the revised filings don't disclose the sourcing for the loans, interest rates, and due dates, experts say Santos could face campaign finance violations.
This week, in one very short period, he amended 10 filings from, I believe, they were the last 10 filings his campaign made. The filings date back to, I believe, April of 2021. So something clicked, and they went back and redid everything.
Adding to questions, the treasurer for the Santos campaign is now denying any involvement. Thomas Datweiler's lawyer told ABC News that the records were signed under Datweiler's name without his consent. Experts say that's illegal. Amid increasing bipartisan calls for Santos to resign, House Speaker Kevin McCarthy says Santos's future depends on what the Ethics Committee finds. Santos has said he will only step down when his constituents vote him out. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
2 people are facing criminal charges for abandoning dozens of malnourished dogs in and around Bonner County. And here's one of those dogs. All 31 of them are in shelters at Better Together Animal Alliance in Pend Oreille, the Cooney Humane Society, or in private homes. The Bonner County Sheriff's Office is filing 31 counts of animal cruelty and abandonment against 54-year-old Jacob McCowan and 31-year-old Jessica Smirtwade, who are both now living in Utah. To learn how you can help these dogs and their shelters, you can find this story on our website, KXLY.com.
Camp Hope is dwindling, but Spokane's homeless population extends far beyond the encampment. That's why every year volunteers go through Spokane taking count of people experiencing homelessness. This year, 170 volunteers are taking part in Spokane's point-in-time count. Once they gather enough information, it'll go to Housing and Urban Development to determine the federal funds Spokane will receive to tackle homelessness. Volunteers ask questions like how long someone's been homeless and where people sleep at night. They put all of their responses together to work out new ways to get people shelter.
This information will be analyzed, and we'll be able to zoom in on different population groups and get that information back out to community stakeholders, service providers, who can use that to address, to help address homelessness for their own individual groups that they serve.
From this count will be ready sometime this spring. From there, that data will be presented to figure out new solutions to get more people to shelter.
Well, hundreds of people who are homeless or at risk of being homeless were connected to services at the Spokane Convention Center yesterday. Homeless Connect made a successful return after being canceled in 2021 and delayed in 2022, which organizers say resulted in their low turnout. 85 vendors and services were on site, from housing to healthcare to even haircuts. Each year, Homeless Connect breaks down barriers for people who need help. One attendee says it helps to have it all under one roof.
Being homeless, you got to do a lot of the searching, and this is like, you know, it's all centered in one spot with, like, you know, there's haircuts here, there's doctors, there's resources.
Homeless Connect even had a computer lab on site for filling out applications and renewing documents. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:36.
If you like taking a little roller coaster ride, well, Mark, you're about to take us on one.
Yep, we're about ready to hit the downward slope on this and get down into the teens for Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. The good news is we start rebounding for the middle of next week. So it's going to be a short but very cold run. We'll talk more about that coming up.
And Bill Gates is backing a new plan to help save the environment. The plan to create gasless cattle. Yeah, you heard it right. After the break.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
It's the final days of the Epic Sell-Off at Furniture Row. Find epic savings on living, dining, bedroom, and mattresses. Plus 3 years, no interest. Epic styles, epic selection. All with epic savings. Only at Furniture Row. Hurry, sale ends Thursday.
It's back. If the Gonzaga men's basketball team wins the 2023 National Championship, Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning will refund all eligible equipment purchased from Bill's Heating and Air between January 15th and March 15th. Yes, you heard that right. So call today and get your new instant hot water tank, furnace, or AC unit. Treat yourself to heated floors or many of the other products we offer at Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning. Terms and conditions apply. Go to callbillsheating.com for more.
Walker's Furniture is overstocked, and we need to make room. So this week, we're having an overstock sale. Get big discounts of 15 to 30%, even up to 70% off to help us reduce this inventory immediately.
While supplies last at Walker's.
Weather Alert Days on 4 News Now.
That means weather that could be a threat to your family's safety.
The First Alert Weather Team pinpoints the most impactful and dangerous days, warning you early, on air and online. Weather Alert Days, another way we're keeping you safe on 4 News Now.
Right now, lease a 2022 GMC Sierra for $495 a month, and GE will include a $500 rebate and a $1,500 lease loyalty rebate for qualified buyers. The Sierra features a 310 horsepower high-output engine and 8-speed automatic transmission, best-in-class crew cab, stylish 20-inch wheels, and much more. Come see the selection of new Sierras just off I-90 at George G. Buick GMC, the top volume GMC Buick dealer in Washington State.
Our RV show prices have been extended. Now through the end of the month at Blue Dog RV Spokane and Post Falls. Save big with low show prices on motorhomes, travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and more. All of your favorite brands: Grand Design, Keystone, Thor, Highland Ridge, and more. Get ready for spring adventures now with exclusive show pricing extended. What are you waiting for? Shop extended RV show prices through January 31st. Only at Blue Dog Spokane and Post Falls.
It's the epic sell-off at Denver Mattress, and that means everything is on sale. Like the Doctor's Choice Firm for only $664.99. Or check out the Summit Firm for only $332.49. Plus 3 years no interest and free shipping. The epic sell-off, on now at Denver Mattress.
There's a bill being introduced in Olympia to keep amateur referees safe during games.
If passed, that bill that aims to protect transit drivers, firefighters, even law enforcement officers will add amateur referees to the list. Former ref Bob West still remembers this day when he was headbutted and knocked out by a student athlete during a wrestling match in 1996. It's about to happen. He says he could have been dead without immediate medical help. For more than a decade, he has been proposing a protection law for referees to prevent similar incidents from happening.
There are youth that are joining the ranks slowly, 18 to 22-year-olds, but they're only spending 2 or 3 years in the profession because of the verbal and the physical assaults and the things that are going on the field. And they're going, I don't need this. I don't need this. And so there is now a huge shortage.
The bill will allow anyone who is attacking referees physically or verbally will be charged with assault. 16 representatives in Washington are co-sponsoring this bill right now. No word yet on when they'll vote.
All right, good morning, everybody. Our 10-second takeaway on this Thursday morning. It's going to be a cool winter day, relatively mild, average temperatures, really. Light winter layers, potentially, maybe some sprinkles this afternoon, high of 36.
Well, the man who gave us Windows, Word, and Excel now wants to give the world gasless cattle. Bill Gates says he's investing in an Australian startup that's developing a special feed to reduce methane emissions from cattle. Yeah, we're talking about cow farts here. Cows produce methane, which is a potent greenhouse gas. It's estimated that nearly 1/3 of global methane emissions come from livestock. Ruminate plans to add seaweed to cow feed as a potential solution. The company says lab trials have shown its feed can reduce up to 95% of methane emissions. Ruminate is hoping to have small quantities of the food available by the end of next year.
This Valentine's Day, the Honolulu Zoo is offering a unique gift. You can name a mealworm, cricket, or veggie after an ex or anyone, and the zoo will feed it to an animal. Ooh, that person will also get a digital Valentine's Day card letting them know they were a snack. like I just, here, here so-and-so, I just fed you to an aardvark. Take that.
Very strange.
It's now 6:41.
All right, Destiny Richards is live, helping us all get organized this morning.
That's right. This morning, we are live talking all about getting organized for Get Organized Month. We're going to take a look at how you can organize your closet. That's coming up.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses. See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
Chowila Casino continues to be the place that treats you right in 2023. Earn entries now by playing your favorite games to win a share of $8,600 cash and a big screen smart TV. Prize drawings start at 5 p.m. Saturday, January 28th. Sports betting, table games, food, and jackpots. Chowila Casino, we are the place that treats you right. 100% non-smoking, north of Spokane on Highway 395.
When you've been seriously injured, choosing the right legal team is the most important decision you'll make. Craig Swap & Associates is a top personal injury law firm for one reason: we win.
If you or a loved one has been seriously injured, our team of winning attorneys is here for you. We'll review your case for free and start working immediately to win the compensation you deserve. Craig Swap & Associates, one call, that's all.
More epic than standing at the throat of a volcano. More epic than shredding the gnar. More epic than Julie doing 3 things at once. It's the final days of the epic sell-off at Denver Mattress, and that means everything is on sale, like the Doctor's Choice Firm for only $664.99. Check out the Summit Firm for only $332.49. Or get a $300 gift when you purchase any Tempur-Pedic, plus 3 years no interest and free shipping. Shop the epic sell-off today, only at Denver Mattress.
Toyota trains certified technicians. Is that important?
Well, you wouldn't hire just anyone to help you move, would you?
This shortcut saves 2 hours easy, clean,
dude! No.
Of course not.
Not again.
Toyota Service Centers. Keep your Toyota a Toyota.
What you see is important.
That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see.
Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
4 News Now is brought to you by Northwest Motorsport.
Just about 6:45. Want to finally get your space organized this year, or maybe you have a big move ahead. You don't have to wait for spring to do that spring cleaning.
Yeah, January is Get Organized month, and we're getting some tips on how you can start an organizing project in your own home. Destiny Richards is live with Smart Space Organizing, a professional organizing business here in Spokane.
Yeah, we're here with Ginger Smoot again, talking about now organizing your closet. This is obviously the perfect closet, but how would you get started if, you have clothes basically everywhere?
Again, first thing, get everything out. But I really like these types of systems. A lot of people want something a little like, solid wood, but these are really nice to start with. They're affordable, and it can help you lay out a design and see if this is something you really like. And then once you do, you can move this into another space and then build, just kind of mark it off and build your actual wood shelves with the dowels.
Yeah, I think it really helps to have, thinking outside the box. Or putting things on shelves, kind of like making the most of your space.
Right, and you want to use things that you can see through, little containers, so you know exactly what's in it. If otherwise, label it. Another thing that I think is really important is in every room or every closet, have a donate bin. This is one time. I absolutely believe in lids because once you put it in there, kind of out of sight, out of mind. So just let it go. And then a garbage can. I have a garbage can in almost every room, just little ones. And then once a week, you just go around and you gather them up, and that helps you stay really organized and clean as well.
Yeah, I feel like that's great for popping tags off of new clothes.
Right? Yes, absolutely.
Might have collected in random places.
And they always end up on top of your dresser or something. Right, absolutely. Yes.
Well, thanks again for opening your home to us and showing us all these organizing tips. You can go to our website, KXLY.com, for more details as well. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Oh, I need Ginger to come pay me a visit.
She might have her phone ringing off the hook here in the next few hours here. All right, you were taking a look at outside. Pretty mild, but it's what's coming our way is what we're really concerned about.
Yeah, it's that 1-2 punch that we've been talking about. First, the wet rain, the snow and rain, and again, a winter storm watch that's in effect until Saturday afternoon. So this isn't going to be a big event, but it's going to be a major event for the mountains, not so much for us. So today, we're starting off. We're mild. Temperatures hovering around freezing. We're going to warm to 36 degrees. Winds south 5 to 10 miles an hour. We're going to see those winds gusting to 20 with the front that's coming in. 31 for the overnight low. And again, rain moving over to light snow. So for temperatures right now, 29 at Lookout, 28 Grand Coulee, 31 Lewiston. We're sitting at freezing, 32 degrees. We do see that energy and that moisture that's starting to come in from the north and also from the east, building into parts of Montana. We're going to see this sort of wrap around and come into us. So we look at that 4-day forecast radar. Friday night, midnight, we're expecting to see some rain or rain-snow mixed, or snow 1 to 2 inches for us. Into the mountains could be over 8 inches of snow into Lookout. We're going to see that continue through Saturday. Again, it's going to be colder Saturday, so we're expecting light snow showers. Then that Arctic air moves in. That's going to be Saturday night into Sunday. But the frontal movement creates the winds that could be in excess of 30 miles an hour, and that's going to create issues. So we look at now the snow amounts that we're going to be getting, and we can see by Friday at 2 o'clock in the morning, Kellogg could have 3 inches. Lookout could have 5 inches. We're going to have a little bit, ½ inch to 1 inch. Then we're going to see 1 to 2 inches for Spokane, but heavy amounts as we go into the mountains. If you're traveling into Montana using I-90, it's going to be a mess. 4th of July pass all the way in. So just allow for that clearly for the beginning of next week as well. So our highs today are going to be nearing 40 degrees downtown. Yeah, relatively mild. We're going to be at 36 officially. the planning forecast with that possible alert day, 36 today, tomorrow. We're going to see Saturday at 28 with flurries. Then on Sunday, 17, but winds in excess of 30 miles an hour. It's the wind chills that could be from 5 below zero to 15 below zero easily. And that, of course, is dangerous for, again, the livestock, the pets, and the people. Yeah. So we want everyone to be prepared for that. If that happens early in the morning, we'll continue with the possible alert day. We see those winds coming in for the afternoon. We're going to make that a full-on alert day and make everyone know it's going to be very, very cold. And then it's going to be cold for Tuesday and Wednesday as well.
Yeah. Too cold for your dog's paws, by the way.
Exactly.
They will forgive you for not taking them for those. I have to remind myself that sometimes.
It'll be okay. It is now 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint's coming up.
Thanks so much for waking up with Good Morning Northwest here on your Thursday morning. We'll be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by End the Violence.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe these guys will buy our house.
What could go wrong?
Like rookie home buyers who don't have experience you can count on. We Buy Ugly Houses has been buying houses as is for almost 3 decades. Call or click to sell quick.
Everyone loves winter fun, and you can take it even farther in a Honda. Experience the season's joys and conquer its challenges with Snow Mode, standard on all Honda SUVs and truck. Because no matter how tough winter gets, you can still have fun driving in it. Honda, Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com best overall brand for 2022. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest indoor air quality specialist. With a 12,000 square foot warehouse of filters, you are sure to find what you need for your commercial, industrial, or manufacturing needs.
I recommend working with PFP because they have the product that I need.
PFP's high quality products can assist in eliminating airborne contaminants. PFP can size UV light to your system to disinfect the air to keep it clean and safe.
I recommend PFP because of their service, the quality of their product, and I'll keep coming back.
Call or come in and talk to one of our certified air filtration specialists.
Here we grow again. Even more fun is making its way to Spokane Tribe Casino. You love the new Caesar Sportsbook, Grill and Bar, and larger variety of games we recently added. In the future, you can look forward to a new food court, a completely smoke-free gaming area with slots and table games, a state-of-the-art entertainment venue, and much more. Things just keep getting better, and we can't wait to introduce you to all the new fun. Only at Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
Walker's Furniture is overstocked, and we need to make room. So this week, we're having an overstock sale. Get big discounts of 15 to 30%, even up to 70% off to help us reduce this inventory immediately.
While supplies last at Walker's.
This year, treat yourself to a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. We've got lots of great choices, and every vehicle sold comes with Toyota Care. So you can get a new reliable vehicle in 2023 from Findlay.
Some ideas seem good, but aren't.
Maybe these guys will buy our house.
What could go wrong?
Like rookie home buyers who don't have experience you can count on. We Buy Ugly Houses has been buying houses as is for almost 3 decades. Call or click to sell quick.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Thursday with the morning sprints.
Sydney Charles with details on the new fallout emerging after a 6-year-old shot his teacher in Virginia.
Destiny Richards is live with Smart Space Organizing, getting some tips on how you can start an organizing project in your home.
But let's get to Mark Peterson right now, telling us about some snow moving in tonight and into Friday.
No doubt about it. Take a look at the First Alert Weather, and now would be a perfect time to get that First Alert Weather app, by the way. You'd be up to speed. We do have a winter storm watch for Idaho and Montana. Now, we're not in it, but we're certainly going to see wet weather coming in. Forecast radar calls for rain changing over to snow later on. We're going to see rain into Moses Lake, and then it's going to turn to snow as well as that colder air settles in. So we're going to get some heavy snows into the mountains. Over the next 12 hours today, it's going to be cloudy conditions, relatively mild with maybe an afternoon sprinkle, and a high today of 36 degrees.
And overnight, the superintendent of the Newport News School District in Virginia is out of a job after a 6-year-old student shot first-grade teacher Abby Zwerner in one of his schools earlier this month. At a school board meeting, members voted 5-1 in favor of removing Superintendent Dr. George Parker. The board cited concerns over a string of recent campus shootings and parents outraged over what they call a pattern of inaction. That outrage amplified by allegations made by Zwerner's lawyer accusing the school of missing or ignoring several red flags the day of the shooting. Abby Zwerner is now preparing to sue the school district.
Data shows fentanyl overdoses increased more than 186% between 2020 and 2021 in Spokane County. There's now a push to crack down on the role social media plays in the crisis. Spokane County Sheriff John Knowles was in Washington, D.C. to testify to the dangers of fentanyl at a roundtable. People at that event in D.C. said they wanted more accountability from tech companies to put a stop to drugs being sold on social media platforms. There's no easy fix to the crisis. Sheriff Knowles says it's going to take a variety of solutions to handle the problem, and he says public education plays a big role in that.
A Spokane man is in an Idaho jail for suspected DUI and running from police. Idaho State Police tell us he tried to outrun a trooper and crashed on I-90. According to ISP, the man was driving a Dodge pickup when police tried to pull him over because of a report he was driving under the influence. When the trooper found the still unnamed 32-year-old Spokane man, he didn't stop for 4 miles until he crashed near the town of Pinehurst. At that point, he fired a single gunshot. The driver was taken into custody.
2 people are facing criminal charges for abandoning dozens of malnourished dogs in and around Bonner County. Here is one of those dogs. All 31 of them are in shelters at Better Together Animal Alliance in Pend Oreille, the Kootenai Humane Society, or even in private homes. The Bonner County Sheriff's Office is filing 31 counts of animal cruelty and abandonment against 54-year-old Jacob McCowan and 31-year-old Jessica Smirtway. For those interested in adopting one of the animals, you can call 208-417-4453 for details on more ways to help. Find this story on KXLY.com.
And we've been live this morning talking with Ginger Smoot of Smart Space Organizing in Spokane. It is Get Organized Month and a perfect time to set some cleaning up goals for the new year. We've been talking about organizing your closet space. You can also organize that junk drawer, all kinds of steps just to, clean up and set an organizing goal for the new year. You can go to our website, KXLY.com, for more resources.
Meta says it's restoring former President Donald Trump's accounts on Facebook and Instagram. The move comes just more than 2 years after suspending him in the wake of the January 6th attack on the U.S. Capitol. Meta's president says it feels the risk to public safety has receded.
A Post Falls man is in jail accused of producing child pornography. Police arrested 61-year-old Ronald Richmond with the help of the Secret Service, U.S. Marshals, and Homeland Security. Police say the investigation into Richmond started with numerous tips filed with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Investigators say Richmond was saving child pornography in cloud storage. His digital devices were collected as evidence.
Coming up next on Good Morning America, details on new Russian strikes overnight on Ukraine's capital, just hours after President Biden announced the U.S. is sending more than 30 tanks to the country.
Also this morning, the latest on the massive nursing school fraud uncovered where more than $100 million worth of fake nursing diplomas were sold. We'll check in with Mark one last time in this hour, right after this break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Hello, I'm Lloyd Herman.
If you need legal assistance due to an accident or an injury, put my 40 years of experience of dealing with the insurance companies to work for you. You'll have an appointment to speak to me within 48 hours. Lloyd Herman and Associates, 922-6600.
All right, good Thursday morning, everybody. We have a dry, mild day starting out. We got cloud cover. We're sitting at 32 degrees. A normal high this time of year is 36. That is our forecasted high for today with maybe some afternoon sprinkles. Coming in tonight, we're going to get rain changing over to snow, 1 to 2 inches for Friday, potentially lower elevations. Into the mountains going to be a lot more through Saturday. In Idaho, they could see anywhere from 4 to 8 inches of snow into areas around Lookout. And then that Arctic air comes in. It's Sunday, potential alert day due to wind chills that are sub-zero, but the high of just 17.
Oh, it's going to get cold.
No fun. All right, thanks, Mark, and thank you for tuning in. We'll see you throughout Good Morning America.